This is the month of February 2017, and no, you're not dreaming. You're watching ZTV News. Now for your host, the woman who's been haunting my dreams, Zontan.
Greetings, my little zonelings, and welcome back to a much belated episode of ZTV News, your regular source for updates, feedback, and news here on Zone Archive. It's been too long, ladies and mostly gentlemen, but we're finally back and ready to get the show going. Now, you might be wondering where we were during our 18-month absence. Well, I can't say for Dave, but
I can.
Yes, Dave, that was totally an invitation for you
Interrupt you? Damn straight it was. Now, seeing as how I had a year-and-a-half reprieve from Zontan's house of waxing off, I decided to travel the world. Auckland, Buenos Aires, Marrakesh, Niseko, Portofino, Nice. I became a citizen of the world, taking in all the sights and sounds our Earth has to offer.
Huh, that's actually kind of cool, Dave.
It was, actually. Here, I even took some pictures of me in the places I've been. Take a look. And why is nothing appearing? Son of a bitch!
Sorry, Dave. Tough luck. Maybe one day the people will get to see your... Oh, shit. But in any case, let's get to opening the mailbag. Our first letter comes from Cole Placencia, who writes, I have just got into your work on this channel and find it very awesome. I was wondering if you would be willing to hear a couple ideas for your channel. But keep in mind before you read this, I am a huge movie fanatic, especially with comic book movies. You could have segments where you could review movies, share movie news, and also do a shot-by-shot analysis of movie trailers. Thanks for considering these ideas of mine. P.S. You're very hot, Zontan. Peace out. Thank you for writing, Cole. As for your question, the short answer is no. The long answer is nope. Our next question comes from Bianca Armstrong, who writes, Zontan, I'm Bianca Armstrong, and I'm 22 years old. Just letting you know I'm a huge fan of your work, and I love the Skullgirls hentai of Philia getting a sexy pounding from her hair parasite, Samson. The reason I'm writing this letter to you is, well, I want to see Zidane Tribal fuck Dagger, aka Princess Garnet from Final Fantasy IX, in a hentai anime video. I feel so bad Final Fantasy IX never gets a lot of hentai or an animated one too. Please make my birthday wish come true, because my birthday is in 17 days, and not to mention this year is Final Fantasy IX's 15th anniversary. Thank you so much for hearing my birthday request, and I hope you still make sexy stuff for your lovely zonelings. Have an awesome day, Zontan. Well, Bianca, I'm pretty sure it goes without saying, but I don't think we can make your birthday or Final Fantasy IX's anniversary. But regardless, Zone isn't the biggest Final Fantasy fan around, but you wouldn't be either if your only experience with the games is about 3 minutes of the Final Fantasy VII demo on PC, emulated on a Mac, at about 1 frame per second. So I don't think Zidane or Dagger will be on the archive anytime soon. However, I'm certain there's more than a few enterprising source filmmakers that would love to make the two of them do all kinds of nasty things to each other. So I'm sure one day you'll get to see Zidane find new ways to use his tail. Our next question comes from T4 Upi Taforpai? God, it's like the anti-life equation with these names. Anonymous writes, I want to see Zontan's tits live on ZTV. Refer back to my answer for question 1. Our last letter comes from Oleg Lykagin. Excuse me if I'm mispronouncing your name, by the way. Who writes, Hello, Zone-sama, Zontan, Lenny, and that other guy.
It's Dave Franklin! Recognize!
Yes, Dave. We recognize. Also, it's Lemmy, with an M-me, like Lemmy Kilmister. Rip, you beautiful bastard. Anyway, we resume. I have noticed that you got quite a bit of hate mail that last time. May this letter be the one of love and admiration of your work. Here in Lithuania, I mean geeky part of population, are quite familiar with your work. Girls and boys alike find satisfaction in your amazing creations. I will attach 2 photos from one of our cosplay events. Though the cosplayer, her name is Greta Durr, haven't participated in a contest, she won the hearts and dreams of many visitors. Please do what you do and keep watching us fap. Thank you for writing, Oleg, and thank you, Greta, for the flattering homage to yours truly. You and every other lovely cosplayer of me are doing great work in spreading the word of tentacles and filth. Truly the Lord's work. Which brings us neatly to our next segment. Take it away, Dave.
Finally we may sweep baseness and crudeness under the rug of sophistication and artistry. It is time for the gallery. Our first piece is Matthew Lops's Don't Get Me Into My Porn Zone, a neon-dripped portrait of Our Lady of the Violated Orifice. Seems Matthew decided to paint Zontan in a fanciful light, delicately toying with the hearts of her zonelings.
What I wouldn't give to have my eyebrow game to be on point like that.
Our next piece is by, Anonymous, which sees Zontan in an unfamiliar setting. Bundled up in her warmest to stave off the cold, she seems distant and completely absorbed in her book. Perhaps she's just got to the part with the tentacles that pulled off her panties.
I read my porn in the privacy of my home, thank you very much. Not a goddamn psycho.
Silence. We continue. Our next piece of obvious satire comes from Fudgy Fart, who sees our Zontan for what she is, a mascot, a joke of a character meant to be an indictment on our culture.
Could be worse. Could have drawn me as Sylvester P. Smythe.
Zontan, not even the people who work for Cracked know who Sylvester P. Smythe is. But alas, we are nearing the end of our tour. This playful and damning piece is done by Raven. It sees our Zontan playing matchmaker with Starfire and Raven, whether they like it or not.
Seems Teen Titans and I are joined at the hip. Not that I'm complaining, of course. Wonderful job, Raven. While we're on the subject of lovely ladies, it's time for us to bring out our special guest. She's a YouTube personality and otaku. We're lucky to have her with us, so please welcome to the show, Akidearest.
Thank you, Zontan. I'm glad to be here.
And we're glad to have you. First of all, I want to say it's a breath of fresh air having a woman on the show. Too many hot dogs, not enough buns, if you catch my drift.
Huh?
Now, I'm sure our followers are wondering why you're here on the show. Would you be so kind as to enlighten them?
Of course. Right now on Shark Robot, we are selling 2 versions of a limited edition print of myself and Zontan enjoying ourselves with some tentacled friends. You can pick up both prints at a discounted price, but again, only for a limited time, so you better get on it.
You heard her, zonelings. Get on it. Huh? But Aki's not just here to hawk prints. She just got back from a month-long trip to Japan, and we were hoping she could tell us all about it.
Oh, of course. But God, where do I even start? Well, the people were really warm and friendly, the food was amazing, and the views were just breathtaking, especially the ones outside our hotel.
Well, from where I'm sitting, I got a nice view, too.
Yeah, you do, actually. But I wish my office had a view of a skyline like that.
Oh, yeah, I was talking about the skyline. Changing the subject here, you've gone on the record professing your love of tentacles, and we here certainly appreciate a fellow aficionado. Tell me, what is your fascination with tentacles? Remy, not now.
It's okay. I guess I just like the idea of tentacles exploring and wandering, They can go anywhere. They can slither around and reach places others can't go. It's really just appealing to me.
Well, Aki, I think you hit the nail right on the head. And might I say, I wouldn't mind seeing some tentacles explore you.
Explore me? Sorry, what are you talking about?
You can't be serious.
No, I mean it. What are you trying to say?
Oh my god, this can't be happening. Okay. Look. When a tentacle monster and a woman love each other very much, or not. Actually, the love part doesn't matter. It's just... You know what? I'm bailing on this. You have any last words for our viewers before we move on?
No, not really. Wait. Oh! You were flirting with me.
Every fucking time. Frustrations notwithstanding, it's time for us to hit the final leg of the journey and cover our coming attractions. After many, many months, Zone's parody of Extreme Ghostbusters was finally released, and the reception to it has been warm and well appreciated. On behalf of everyone involved, I want to thank you all for staying patient with us as this monumental project was being worked on. However, because of all this work, ZTV News had to go on an extended hiatus, which, while necessary, was a real bummer for all of us. So, to avoid this problem in the future, it has been decided that ZTV News will now cover all projects that are being lined up for the archive, not just the major ones. That is not to say that Zone is reducing the number of larger animations for the archive, nor altering the output rate of naughty stuff in general. There will merely be more episodes of ZTV News in between projects in order to keep you more frequently updated. And speaking of updates, as of this moment, Zone is hard at work creating a tasty loop of Shell from Road to El Dorado, as well as another loop of our old favorite, Hentai Key Girl. As for pics, well, those are more of a spontaneous act with very rapid turnaround time, so it's just not possible to predict everything that'll be coming before we next meet. However, Zone did have plans for one of Phase 4 Noodle from Gorillaz, so keep an eye out for that at the very least. And finally, we have one last announcement before we go. After much deliberation, Zone has decided to open up a Patreon account for those who wish to help support our efforts in bringing you top-quality filth. Now, it must be emphasized that this will in no way be replacing Hentai Key. Think of this more as a tip jar for those of you who had no intentions of getting a membership or couldn't afford one. While every dollar helps us keep the lights on around here, please know that this is entirely voluntary. If you're interested, you can see more information regarding the campaign in the links below. That was the month that was here on ZTV News. See you next time. And, as always, I'm watching you, Fab.
If you want to keep up to date with what we're doing on the archive, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications by ringing that bell. Got any questions you'd like to hear on the show? Send your cues to Zoneton at zonearchive.com. I have to admit, it's kind of nice to get another episode in the can.
You know what? It really was.
Do it again soon?
Yeah, why not?
Cool. Oh, by the way, you were great in your sex tape.
My what? Just letting you know I'm a huge fan of your work and I love the fucking skull turtles? What? Like, why would I say skull turtles? I'm just leaving this in because I feel like there's like legitimate money to be made off of an IP called Skull Turtles. I want to see Zidane Tribal fuck Dagger. Zidane Tribal. Oh, that's his last name. I get it. I'll just give you that line again because it sounds like tribal fucking is like a technique. Okay. Hang on.
Now for your host, the woman who's...
La, 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 la.
Every hecking time.